Welcome back. Today, we're diving deep into the absolutely fascinating world of the Australian 50-cent coin, a coin with big size, bold design, and even bigger value hiding in rare editions. Whether you've got loose change sitting in a jar or you're a passionate numismatist, you might be holding on to a fortune without even knowing it. In this episode, we're counting down the top 4 most valuable Australian 50-cent coins, covering rare years, key design varieties, mint marks, and the conditions that can launch a humble coin's value into the stratosphere. So grab that coin collection, dust off the magnifying glass, and let's get started. First up, the 2001 Australian 50-cent commemorative coin. Not just any edition, but the one bearing the reverse design of the iconic kangaroo and emu, proudly standing on either side of the Australian coat of arms. In excellent condition, this coin isn't merely a souvenir from the centenary of Federation. It's a shining symbol of unity, heritage, and, for the sharp-eyed collector, a potential millionaire maker. Let's start with the design, which is nothing short of spectacular. On the reverse, this version of the 2001 coin showcases the timeless Australian coat of arms, designed by the brilliant Stuart Devlin, the same master engraver who shaped Australia's most legendary coinage. The intricate shield features the 6 segments representing the 6 founding states of the Commonwealth of Australia. Flanking the shield are the 2 most iconic animals in Australia, the kangaroo, poised with power and resilience on the left, and the emu, tall and dignified on the right. These creatures were chosen not just for their uniqueness to Australia, but for what they represent: animals that cannot walk backwards, symbolizing progress and forward motion. Above the shield lies the 7-pointed Commonwealth star, and beneath the design, boldly and simply, the denomination 50, a clean declaration of value. Though for collectors, the true worth lies far beyond. Flip to the obverse, and we are greeted by the distinguished profile of Queen Elizabeth II, sculpted by Ian Rank Broadley. This 1999-era portrait brought a more lifelike and mature depiction of the Queen to Australia's coinage, and it remained in use well into the early 21st century. The surrounding inscription reads, Elizabeth II Australia 2001, anchoring the coin in the proud year of Australia's centenary of Federation, a 100-year milestone that celebrated the unification of 6 colonies into one Commonwealth in 1901. This coin doesn't just carry history, it celebrates it in metal. Now let's break down the specifications that give this coin its standout appeal. Struck in copper nickel, an alloy of 75% copper and 25% nickel, it carries that signature Australian silvery sheen that resists corrosion and shines beautifully in excellent condition. Weighing 15.55 grams and measuring 31.51 millimeters across, its large size and distinctive 12-sided, dodecagonal shape make it an unmistakable piece in any collection. The smooth edge and satisfying heft make it not only a beautiful object, but one that feels important in your hand, because it is. Now, let's talk value and market dynamics, where the real magic lives. The 2001 50-cent coin featuring the kangaroo and emu coat of arms was minted in relatively large numbers for general circulation. In excellent circulated condition, it typically fetches $2 to $5 Australian dollars, while in uncirculated condition, prices rise to around $8 to $15 AUD. That said, demand is rapidly increasing, especially for flawless pieces, low mintage errors, and proof versions. High-grade examples certified by professional services like PCGS or NGC in MS67 or higher can command $50 to $200 Australian dollars, particularly if the coin displays pristine luster and sharp detailing. But the real thrill for collectors comes in error coins and die varieties, rare anomalies that transform a standard coin into a numismatic jackpot. If your 2001 50-cent coat of arms coin has features like off-center strikes, cut errors, double dies, planchet flaws, struck through debris, then congratulations, you might be sitting on a coin worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Some authenticated error coins from 2001 have fetched $1,000 to $3,000 Australian dollars at auctions, especially if they're one-of-a-kind varieties. Another factor pushing up value is the emotional and historical connection to the year 2001 itself. Being the centenary of Federation, This coin not only represents a functional currency, it marks a centennial of national identity, unity, and progress. Collectors across Australia, the UK, Canada, and New Zealand actively seek coins that commemorate Commonwealth milestones. Combine that with the fact that this is one of the final major commemoratives featuring Queen Elizabeth II during her prime reign years, and it becomes even more valuable as a royal artifact. So here's the million-dollar question. Can the 2001 Australian 50-cent coat of arms coin make you rich? On its own, in typical excellent condition, perhaps not. But if yours is a rare mint error, a high-grade certified gem, or part of a strategic collection, say, a full set of Federation-era coins, it could lead to a payday worth tens of thousands of dollars. And with Australian coins rising in international attention, these are the very pieces that may become tomorrow's holy grails. The 2001 Australian 50-cent commemorative coin featuring the kangaroo and emu is not just a coin. It's a celebration of unity, a mark of sovereignty, and a tribute to a century of nationhood. In excellent condition, it gleams with the potential to not only anchor a meaningful collection, but possibly become the spark that ignites a numismatic fortune. So check your change, inspect your coin folders, and look again at that brilliant silver piece, because you might be holding Australia's next million-dollar legend. Next up, the 2006 Australian 50-cent piece, a dodecagonal relic from the early 21st century that, in circulated condition, may very well be the unexpected start of your millionaire journey. Whether it's been sitting unnoticed in your wallet, your old coin jar, or tucked away in a family drawer, this coin deserves a second look, and here's why. Let's begin with its reverse design, a timeless symbol of Australian unity and strength. Crafted by the legendary Stuart Devlin, the reverse features the Australian coat of arms, a powerful and highly detailed emblem that tells the story of a nation. The central shield is divided into 6 sections, representing the original 6 states of Australia, each adorned with their own unique emblem, from the lion and crown of New South Wales to the black swan of Western Australia. Supporting the shield are the 2 iconic animals that define Australia's spirit, the kangaroo and the emu, chosen for their unique ability to move forward but never backward, symbolizing unstoppable progress. Towering above it all is the 7-pointed Commonwealth star, a beacon of unity. And anchoring the design at the bottom is the bold denomination, 50, short for 50 cents, but in the right hands, worth far more. On the obverse, this 2006 coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, facing right and wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a classic and regal pose designed by artist Ian Rank Broadley. This depiction of Her Majesty was introduced in 1999 and continued to be used across Australian currency for decades. Encircling her profile are the inscriptions. Elizabeth II Australia 2006, a mark of authenticity, era, and royal legacy. This was a time when Australia was modernizing, yet still deeply connected to its Commonwealth roots, and this coin stands as a snapshot of that era in metal. Now let's explore the specifications of this coin. Like all post-1969 Australian 50-cent pieces, the 2006 coin was struck in a strong and durable copper-nickel alloy, a mixture of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it a brilliant silvery tone and a long lifespan, even in circulation. The coin weighs a solid 15.55 grams, measures 31.51 millimeters in diameter, and is shaped in the distinctive 12-sided, dodecagonal format, instantly recognizable and highly collectible. Its smooth edge and wide face provide an ideal surface for showcasing its intricate designs, and even in circulated condition, many of these coins retain a surprising level of detail and visual appeal. Now, let's talk value, rarity, and demand. The 2006 50-cent coin was produced in high numbers. Over 26.6 million were minted for circulation. Because of this, in typical circulated condition, its base collector value is modest, around $1 to $3 Australian, depending on wear, luster, and clarity of detail. However, the real story lies in condition-specific premiums, minting errors, and collectible demand. Coins in uncirculated or near uncirculated condition can fetch $5 to $10 Australian, while proof versions, or those from mint packs, can soar above $25 Australian, especially when preserved in original packaging or graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC. But what makes this coin a potentially life-changing find are the rare error varieties that have surfaced over the years. Collectors pay high premiums for off-center strikes, clipped planchets, die cracks or cuds, double strikes, struck through errors, where foreign objects leave imprints. If you happen to own a 2006 50-cent coin with one of these anomalies, and especially if it's graded and verified, its value can skyrocket to hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Some collectors are willing to pay over 1,500 Australian dollars for the right error in the right condition. Add to that the increasing global demand for Commonwealth-era coins, particularly those featuring Queen Elizabeth II now that her reign has come to a close, and this coin's value is only expected to climb. Even beyond errors, the 2006 50-cent coin has long-term investment potential. As more collectors focus on building complete 21st-century coin sets, these early 2000s coins, especially in high grades or with certified anomalies, are quickly becoming sought after. And when you pair this coin with others from the 2000s and create full-year sets in uncirculated or error variety form, the value multiplies. It's not hard to imagine a full error variety 50-cent collection reaching into the tens of thousands of dollars, particularly in a rising market. So, can the 2006 Australian 50-cent coin in circulated condition make you a millionaire? Alone, perhaps not, but it might be the stepping stone that starts your journey. And if you happen to hold a coin with a rare error, or you begin building a portfolio of similar high-demand pieces, you could be assembling a collection worth far more than you ever imagined. This is the beauty of coin collecting. Every piece has a story, and sometimes that story ends in a life-changing discovery. The 2006 Australian 50-cent coin may seem like just another piece of spare change, but in truth, it's a powerful artifact of Australian identity, a symbol of resilience, and a potential numismatic treasure. In circulated condition, it already holds value, but paired with knowledge, rarity, and collector savvy, it could be your gateway to riches. So check your change, scan your old coin tins, and take a closer look. You might just be holding Australia's next big coin fortune in the palm of your hand. Next up, the 1996 Australian 50-cent coin. With its powerful symbolism, collectible appeal, and intriguing presence on the numismatic radar, this coin, especially in very fine condition, could be the first spark in a firestorm of wealth, one of those everyday treasures that could lead you to your millionaire moment. Let's begin with the coin's visual identity. Its design that proudly tells the story of Australia. On the reverse, you'll find the enduring and unmistakable Australian coat of arms, designed by the renowned Stuart Devlin, goldsmith to Queen Elizabeth II and the visionary behind some of the nation's most iconic coin designs. This intricate emblem is deeply rooted in national history and identity. At the center stands the shield, divided into 6 segments, each representing one of Australia's founding states. And on either side, the 2 titans of the Australian wilderness, the kangaroo on the left and the towering emu on the right. Chosen for their symbolic inability to walk backward, these animals stand as guardians of Australian progress, unity, and unstoppable forward motion. Above the shield glows the Commonwealth Star, 7 points for the states and territories, while beneath it all rests the large and bold denomination, 50. Flip the coin to the obverse, and you're met with the royal dignity of Queen Elizabeth II, facing right in her elegant tiara. This portrait, sculpted by Raphael Maclouf, was used on Australian coins from 1985 to 1998, and it's known for its regal, softly detailed rendering of Her Majesty. Surrounding the portrait are the words, Elizabeth II Australia 1996, grounding the coin firmly in an era of global change, national growth, and technological transformation. Her profile isn't just symbolic of the monarchy, it's a timestamp in Australia's evolving identity. Now let's break down the coin's specifications, because this is no flimsy pocket trinket. The 1996 Australian 50-cent coin is struck from a sturdy copper-nickel alloy, a durable mix of 75% copper and 25% nickel, known for its silvery luster and resistance to wear. It weighs a hefty 15.55 grams, has a diameter of 31.51 millimeters, and is famously minted in a 12-sided, dodecagonal shape. Its distinctive edge and wide face make it easy to identify and a standout centerpiece in any coin collection. This coin was not a commemorative release in 1996, but rather a standard circulation issue, which makes mint condition and error versions even more desirable. Let's talk numbers. In terms of mintage, the Royal Australian Mint produced just over 23.2 million of these coins in 1996, a moderate mintage compared to other high-run years. In very fine circulated condition, the 1996 50-cent coin is generally valued between $1.50 and $4 depending on the depth of detail, tone, and wear. Coins that have been well kept in folders or found in low-wear environments, showing minimal handling, full detail on the coat of arms, and a clear portrait of the Queen, can be worth $5 to $10, especially to collectors building full-year sets. But here's where things really take off: mint errors and die anomalies. A 1996 50-cent coin with die cracks or cuds, double strikes, off-center minting, rotated dies, clipped planchets, can easily command $50 to $500 or more, depending on the severity and visibility of the error. Some exceptional pieces with large striking flaws have sold at auction for $1,000 plus, especially when certified by a trusted third-party grader like PCGS or NGC. The value increases exponentially when error coins are preserved in high grade. These are the true sleeper hits in the coin world. Beyond individual errors, demand is also surging for complete year sets of 50-cent coins. A high-grade 1996 piece can become an essential puzzle piece for collectors assembling full sets from the 1990s, a highly competitive segment of the coin market. Additionally, as we move further away from Queen Elizabeth II's reign, coins from this era are rapidly becoming more collectible as part of Commonwealth legacy collections. Global interest in coins featuring the Queen, especially from countries like the UK, Canada, and Australia, is driving up prices on coins once considered common. So, can the 1996 Australian 50-cent coin in very fine condition make you a millionaire? Maybe not overnight, but with the right combination of rarity, condition, and market timing, it could certainly become a key player in a six-figure collection. And if you discover a dramatic mint error or pristine, uncirculated version, especially one in a certified slab, you may find yourself staring down a coin worth thousands. The 1996 50-cent coin is far more than just a hunk of metal. It's a finely struck monument to Australian values, resilience, and identity. In very fine condition, it already has meaningful value. Add the possibility of an error or rare variety, and you're holding a coin that could be the cornerstone of a life-changing collection. So go check your drawers, your coin folders, and even your spare change, because the path to fortune might begin with a 1996 silver-sided slice of history you already own. Next up, the 1997 Australian 50-cent coin, a silver-toned powerhouse packed with national symbolism, royal heritage, and potential market value that could surprise even seasoned coin hunters. In excellent condition, this coin is not just a piece of pocket change. It's a relic of royal tradition, an icon of Australian identity, and possibly the spark that ignites your millionaire-making journey. So lean in close, because the story of this coin may just change the way you see your old collection forever. Let's begin with the design, and what a design it is. The reverse of the 1997 50-cent coin features the official Australian coat of arms, a brilliant and intricately detailed creation by master engraver Stuart Devlin. At the center of this heraldic masterpiece is a shield divided into 6 parts, each segment representing one of the 6 founding states of Australia: New South Wales, Victoria, Queensland, South Australia, Western Australia, and Tasmania. Flanking the shield are Australia's 2 most iconic and noble creatures, the kangaroo on the left and the emu on the right, each one standing tall and proud, chosen because neither can move backward, a bold symbol of progress. Crowning the design is the 7-pointed Commonwealth star, representing the unity of the states and territories. And anchoring the bottom is the simple yet powerful denomination, 50. It's more than a number. It's a statement of identity, legacy, and nationhood. Flip the coin over, and you'll meet royalty, Queen Elizabeth II, facing right in all her regality. The portrait, sculpted by Raphael Maclauff, captures Her Majesty wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, in a design that radiates both elegance and authority. The surrounding legend reads, Elizabeth II, Australia, 1997, anchoring the coin to a year that marked the twilight of a transformative decade in Australian society. This portrait was in use from 1985 until 1998, making this one of the final coins to feature this beloved and instantly recognizable profile. Let's talk about the specifications that give this coin its unmistakable presence. The 1997 50-cent coin is struck from copper nickel, composed of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it a distinctive silver appearance and strong resistance to tarnish and wear. It weighs an impressive 15.55 grams, measures 31.51 millimeters in diameter, and is shaped in the iconic dodecagonal, 12-sided format, a design that makes it instantly stand out from all other denominations. Its plain edge and wide, flat surface make it ideal for displaying the intricate detailing that both sides offer, and a dream for collectors who admire bold, visible artistry. In terms of mintage, the Royal Australian Mint produced approximately 23.9 million 50-cent coins in 1997. While this might suggest that the coin is relatively common, finding one in excellent condition, free from heavy scratches, dings, or wear, is becoming increasingly difficult. In such high grade, the coin can command anywhere from $3 to $7 Australian dollars on the collector market, and values increase with sharper detail, original luster, and eye appeal. For coins in uncirculated or brilliant uncirculated condition, you could expect a value between $10 to $25 Australian dollars, especially if held in a mint roll or official mint pack. But where things get truly exciting is in the realm of mint errors and die varieties. As with many coins from this era, there are rare anomalies that drastically boost value. Off-center strikes, clipped planchets, cut marks, die cracks, double strikes. These are not just curiosities, they are the gold mines of numismatics. A 1997 50-cent coin featuring a dramatic minting error can sell for $100 to over 1,500 Australian dollars, particularly if the coin is graded and authenticated by respected services like PCGS or NGC. In fact, a top-tier example in MS67 or higher, especially with a certified mint error, could be the crown jewel of a modern Australian collection. In addition to the error varieties, the coin is becoming increasingly desirable among collectors of Queen Elizabeth II commemoratives, especially now that her reign has ended and attention has shifted to legacy coins. The 1997 coin, featuring the beloved Maclauff portrait, is being scooped up by collectors looking to build full monarch sets, driving demand even further. So let's address the big question. Can the 1997 Australian 50-cent coin in excellent condition make you a millionaire? On its own, the answer is no. But as part of a powerful, well-curated collection of rare condition and error coins, it could be a key piece in a portfolio worth tens or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. If you happen to own a misstruck version, or if your coin is in pristine mint state, it may well be a life-changing find and a stepping stone on the path to your millionaire dreams. The 1997 Australian 50-cent coin is a shining example of how everyday money can hold extraordinary value. From its exquisite design to its potential for rarity and error-based fortune, it stands as a hidden gem in modern Australian coinage. And in excellent condition, it's more than just a collectible. It's a symbol of legacy, opportunity, and the enduring power of national pride captured in metal. So go check your coin jar, revisit your folders, and look again. You just might be holding the silver secret to your future fortune.